Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to Casa de Carmichael. Let's get started. This, of course, is the Canvas calendar. We're going to go ahead and go into 8th grade science. Make sure you're checking all of your courses each day to see if there's any updates that may be required. Here we go. Joke for you. I'm sure some of you will get it. What we're going to start working on today is the Adopt an Element research project. If you don't know what your element is, please follow this link here. It will show you all of the different elements and who's got what. Make sure you're on the correct period to see if your name shows up on it. If it doesn't, I'm available by email all day today and we can get that taken care of. So let's go to the Adopt an Element part here first. Here's the assignment. You're going to complete a fact sheet. This will link you to another sheet that looks like this. It's going to make a copy. Your final submission, you will have to give me a link to this document. Notice it is due April 10th. Don't forget to share. Very important that you share so I can actually see your document. So you're going to put your name, element's name, the chemical symbol. You're going to highlight, is it a nonmetal? Is it a metal? Is it a metalloid? Which family does it belong in? Remember, families are columns or groups. You're going to do some research. Where does this name come from? Who was the first person to discover it? There may not be a specific discoverer. There are some very old elements out there that we've known about for a long time. If you can find out what country it was discovered in, great. Put the year. You're also going to add 6 facts. A fact is not something you're going to mention elsewhere. So let's say you have the element Kathmandu, and it was discovered in 1846. You're not going to put an interesting fact discovered in 1846 because why? Well, you've already did it right here. So you have to find up 6 different facts. They're not mentioned anywhere else on this worksheet. Going further, you're going to write the element's atomic number, its mass, its protons, and neutrons. If you think back, I know this is a long time ago, so some of these are going to be difficult for you. Neutrons, we did the isotopes. Some of the elements have a decimal point for their atomic mass. There's no such thing as a decimal point of a neutron. So what I want you to do is we're going to go ahead and just go to the nearest whole number and find the neutrons based on the nearest whole number based on its atomic mass. And then you're going to put electrons. You also need to research at room temperature, is your element a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Then, where's your element found in nature? Is it a pure substance? Can it be found by itself? Is it a compound? Is it always mixed with something else? Or is it found in a lab because it is man-made? Some of them are only synthetic. They can only be made in labs. It is possible that it is 2 or more of these combined, so you might have to look a little bit more thoroughly for that. And you're going to have a works cited. So you're going to use a variety of sources. This tells you that you need to use at least 3 sources. Wikipedia does not count. Doing a Google search does not count because Google is just a search engine. It doesn't actually give you the information. You're also going to use APA formatting. Here's a link that tells you how to do APA formatting. I've given you some places you can look to help. There's sciencespot.net. There's a Kids Zone. Choose chemistry links. There's some other useful links here you can use. So it shouldn't be too hard for you to find all this information. That is the first part. The second part is you're going to create an advertisement for your element. I'm doing things a little bit differently this year, so we'll see how it works out. But what we're going to do, here are some examples. You're going to use a Google document or a Google slide to make this. Here's an example of an element that nobody chose. So I've created my own slideshow called Adopt an Element. And this is the element that I chose. I have 2 images. Actually, I have 3 here. I have the atomic number, the chemical symbol, the chemical name, and the atomic mass listed here. Your advertisement needs to have all these as well. In addition to, you need to have a slogan for you, something that would make people interested in it. I couldn't think of one for this one, but I just want to give you a real easy example. And what I'm going to do with yours is I'm going to put it into a slideshow presentation. So what we got here is, here's the periodic table. You can see a list of all the different elements here. I've color-coded them too. The background of your element needs to match the family here. Notice, my element was right here in the periodic table, 118. It has a white background. So yours, whichever color your element falls in, needs to be the same. I've also got this periodic table, so if I click on 118, it'll actually take me to that element. So we're kind of making a living periodic table that you're going to have your information on too. Okay? What I would like for you to have done for today is to get started. At the end of Monday, which will be our next class period, I need for you to at least have this first part done, this adopt an element fact sheet. This right here needs to be done at the end of the day on Monday. So I'll give you basically what we would consider 2 class periods to get that started. Okay? Before the end of the day, or the end of your study session, whichever you want to call it, I would appreciate it if you could fill out this form that's on the calendar. The internet's a little slow today, I apologize. Let's go. There. There's a form right here. You're going to click onto that. How did you feel about the material covered today? Easy. Okay. Bad. What are you most excited about being back to school about? Is there any concerns, either personally or academically, that I might be able to help you with? For example, do you have food at home? Or is your internet reliable? Anything you could put none, I guess, if you have no concerns. If you have no concerns, good for you. And also, I was wondering if maybe you would like for me to set up during the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. a Google document where you could talk to each other and have me on there as well. Maybe set up a Google Hangout where we could talk back and forth more or less face-to-face. If now you're not interested in any of those, that's fine. Or if there's something else you think is a good idea, we could try that as well. Click on that. Hit submit. That's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up and ring the bell. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.